My name is Amit Joshi. I'm a mechanical engineer. I'm going to demonstrate tensile testing. Tensile test is one of the most important mechanical property evaluation tests. In this test, a cylindrical or a plate-shaped specimen is deformed by applying a uniaxial force. Material selection is an important step in designing. A material is selected based on its strength and ductility. The machine is a screw-driven machine with a load cell of capacity 5 kilonewtons. Wedge grips are used in the test. You can see some of the tensile specimens. They can be flat or round. We are going to use a flat specimen. The thickness is 2.46 millimeters and the gauge length is 25 millimeters. The gauge length is indicated by the two vertical lines. ASTM E8 standard will be used during the test. Testing parameters are entered in the computer program. Crosshead speed, thickness, gauge length and width values are entered. The tensile specimen is gripped in the jaws. One end of the specimen is fixed in a static grip while the other end of the specimen is pulled at a constant velocity. Load is continuously monitored during the test. Both the grips are tightened. The test is started now. Initially the curve is shown as a straight line. This is indicated by the red line. Both the load and the extension values are increasing. This is the elastic region. The load and the extension values are clearly seen on the computer screen. After the material reaches the yield point, it will enter the plastic region. After some time, some amount of necking behavior will initiate in the gauge length area. You can clearly see a neck has formed in the gauge length area. The cross-sectional area has started to decrease. Further necking is going on. Finally, the specimen will break. The material has failed now. The load extension curve is shown. The curve shows elastic and the plastic region. Elastic region is prior to yielding and the plastic region is after yielding. If the load reaches the yield point, the specimen undergoes plastic deformation. In the necking area, curve drops down. As the load increases, the specimen continues to undergo plastic deformation. Continuation of the deformation results in breaking of the specimen. The load extension data is saved in an Excel file. This data will be converted into a stress strain data. Stress value will be found by using the formula force divided by the cross-sectional area. Strain is found by using extension divided by the gauge length. A curve is plotted using a software program like Excel or Origin. Engineering stress strain curve is shown. The UTS is the maximum value. It is 216 megapascal. In some materials, the stress at which the material changes from elastic to the plastic behavior is not easily detected. In this case, the offset yield strength is determined. A line is constructed parallel to the initial portion of the stress strain curve but offset by 0.002 millimeter divided by millimeter or 0.2% from the origin. The 0.2% offset yield strength is the stress at which the constructed line intersects the stress strain curve. Elongation will be determined now. The broken pieces of the tensile specimen are joined together. The increased length LF is determined. Elongation is observed using the formula LF minus L0 divided by L0 multiplied by 100. L0 is the gauge length. The current elongation is 17%.